Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, This Date Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar in the description below. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I'm the Golden Loon.
Who's the Golden Loon?
I don't know.
I don't know, some random guy. Sounds kind of loony, you know. So loony, he's toony.
Oh, boo. That was golden.
Well, you know, the Golden Loon is old but gold, you know. Just like comedy. Anyway, today is Saturn's Day, also known as Saturday, July 2nd, 2022. Jumping on up into history as soon as I can find it. Here it is. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I am not on the right page. There we go. Events, birthdays, and deaths. Alright. There we go. Starting us off in the year 1214. The Battle of La Roche-aux-Moines, or Angers, part of King John of England's attempt to reclaim Normandy from France. Yeah, you know, that's a little weird to think that, you know, like, part of France was actually, Britain for a bit, you know?
Well, Britain was conquered over and over and over. That's why the language is so messed up, because they inherited a bunch of different parts of languages when they were conquered.
Yeah, I'm talking about when Britain conquered France. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Normandy, you know, that's where we invaded and D-Day and everything. But that was French territory at that time. But at one point, Normandy was owned by the Brits.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. 1505, after an encounter with a violent thunderstorm, Martin Luther declared that he will become a monk. Wow. Doesn't take a lot to convert people back then.
A couple women have made me declare before.
What?
A couple women have made me declare a monk before.
I understand the pain. 1776, at the Continental Congress, John Dickinson abstained from the votes and declared independence. Oh, that declared independence. So he just, he Switzerlanded. He didn't want to participate.
There you go.
A damn traitor. 1787, Marquis de Sade shouted from the Bastille that prisoners were being slaughtered. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Not good for the prisoners.
No. 1843, an alligator falls from the sky during a thunderstorm in Charleston, South Carolina. What?
Come on, you got me what, a little baby alligator or something?
Well, no, I mean, like, it could have been, like, swept up. I mean, like, you know, there is, there is instances of, like, not Sharknadoes, but close.
Like, Sharknadoes? Come on.
No, it's like, you know, if the water spout is powerful enough, it can, you know, rip things out from the ocean and then take them wherever. Like, you know, there's been instances of fish falling from the sky miles inland. Multiple fish, you know? Just all of a sudden, fish is raining. Like, so an alligator is weird, but not, you know, unheard of. So,
unheard of to me.
Well, not anymore.
Apparently not.
1849, Giuseppe Garibaldi began his hunger strike in Rome. 1865, one-time Methodist Reformed Church minister William Booth and his wife Catherine found the East London Christian Mission, now known as the Salvation Army. Oh, wow!
I was wondering where that was going.
Happy birthday, Salvation Army!
Yeah.
We donate to them all the time. So,
yeah.
1881, U.S. President James Garfield was shot by Charles J. Gitu, a disappointed office seeker. Garfield died 79 days later. Well, I don't know if that would even be linked. 79 days seems a little bit long to die from a gunshot wound.
No.
So
that was, because it's a different time, obviously. Infection set in, and, you know, they can't fix you up like it is now. No, that's very plausible.
Well, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying, for the lack of medical, you know, stuff that they have back then versus today. Yeah. 79 days is a long time to be alive with what they had on hand.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was an infection, it probably would have taken them within days to a week, maybe a month.
Infections it can affect other organs. It can do multiple things over a long period of time.
I guess. Yeah. Anyway, 1900, Jean Sibelius, Finlandia premiered in Helsinki. Also in 1900, the first flight of the LZ-1, a dirigible airship designed by Graf Ferdinand von Zeppelin at Lake Constance near Friedrichshafen in Germany.
That's the name of Zeppelin.
Yep, he invented the Zeppelins. 1901, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid robbed a train of $40,000 at Wagner, Montana. $40,000.
That'd be a lot of money.
Yeah, actually, like there is a converter. So, let's see here. $40,000. What year was that? 1902. 1901. 1901. It would be the equivalent of $1,305,510.59 today.
Good grief.
That's a lot of money. I mean, hell, $40,000 is a lot of money today.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not much.
you can almost fill a tank of gas with that. Almost. At least out here in California. In 1902, Wimbledon women's tennis, Muriel Robb won her only major title with a 7-5, 6-1 defeat of fellow Briton Charlotte Cooper. So yeah, you're, not that I'm implying I thought you were wrong, but you're right about the whole, women's tennis versus men's tennis thing. It's best out of 3 versus best out of 4, or 5, or whatever it was.
7.
7. Okay.
I'm sorry, 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, because I've noticed, after you said that, the women only have, 2 to 3 sets of numbers.
Right.
And then the men have, 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah. Best out of 3, best out of 5.
Yeah. 1911, Detroit Tigers legend Ty Cobb hit in his 40th straight game in 14-6 rout of Cleveland. The streak ended the next game. Aww.
Still holds today, though.
Ah, cool. 5 years later, in 1916, Lenin said imperialism is caused by capitalism. Well, isn't capitalism the basis of everything when you look at it? You got to make money. The whole aspect of capitalism is making money. So by that extension, everything else, just to exist, you have to make money. So to some degree, everything is capitalist. Even communist.
Well, it's not. Hey, making money and getting money are two different things. So
that is true.
If you're on the dole, that's not capitalism.
I thought Dole was a fruit company.
The what?
Dole.
Oh.
You get a little sticker peeled off a banana.
Someone do something with him, please.
Put the sticker on your forehead. I'm a banana, 1921, in boxing's first $1 million gate, $1.7 million. World heavyweight champion Jack Dembski knocks out Frenchman Georges Carpenter in round 4 of his third title defense. The crowd was 91,000 at Boyle's 30 Acres in Jersey City, New Jersey. Dang.
Jack Dempsey. Great one.
Yeah. 1921, Warren G. Harding signed a joint congressional resolution declaring the official end of war with Germany. Wow. So even though the war ended 4 years prior, 1917, I think.
You have to look it up. I don't know. You're the historian.
When did World War I end? I think it was 1917. No, it was 1918. I was off by a year. Okay. But still, 1921, the war officially ended.
Approximately 3 years.
Politics.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 1927, Wimbledon's women's tennis. Helen Wills Moody defeated Spaniard Lily Alvarez 6-2 and 6-4 for her first of 8 Wimbledon titles.
There's a lot of titles.
Yeah. 1932, Franklin Delano Roosevelt made his first presidential nominating conventional acceptance speech. Also in 1932, U.S. golfer Walter Hagen won his 5th and last Western Open Cleveland 16 years after he won his first. 16 years, that's a long time to do anything,
Especially in sports.
Especially if you're just hitting a ball around a giant acres ridge of, land looking for the hole,
That's one way to look at golf, I guess.
Well, I was talking,
Wasting water.
Oh, God. Well, no, don't they have desert courses in, Vegas and stuff where everything's all, really hard packed sand? Or is that Saudi Arabia?
I don't know.
I know there's grassless courses. That is a thing.
Oh, well, yeah, there could be, but
Yeah.
not here locally.
Well, no. No. No, over here, we got to make sure just to waste everything we can because America. So, 1933, New York Giants pitcher Carl Hubbard worked 18 innings of shutout ball without a walk. Okay, why can't I read? New York Giants pitcher Carl Hubbell worked 18 innings of shutout ball without a walk to beat St. Louis Cardinals 1-0.
You know how incredible that is? The guy pitched 18 innings. That's like 2 straight games.
What the? Yeah.
That's incredible. Today...
Yeah, 9 innings.
No, but nobody pitches 9 innings anymore.
Yeah.
You could have a no-hitter. They'll still pull you. They go by pitch count, and you're going to be out of there by the 7th inning.
Well, that's because everything's just become pussificated. You know, all the politics. Oh, we can't have him out there. He'll strain his arm. It's like, bro.
Yeah, they're trying to save us. Are you paying someone, multi-million dollars a year? You're going to take care of that arm.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're never going to have something like this again because this is incredible.
Never going to happen.
So, 1937, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan disappeared flying over the Pacific Ocean en route to Howland Island. Noonan was declared dead the following year, and Earhart was declared the year after in 1939. And actually, it is believed that maybe she got eaten by crabs. There's these giant, they're not called horseshoe crabs, I don't know what they're called, they're big crabs, but they're scavengers, as all crabs are, and everything. But there's this one island that's roughly in the area they believe that she might have gone down, and had she made it to the island, they probably would have eaten her in her sleep, These are big crabs, they're huge.
I gotcha.
So...
That's pure conjecture, though.
It is.
Knows. That's just a giant guess.
Yeah. 1940, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill met Major General Bernard Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery was such a piece of shit.
You like Monty?
Monty is crap, dude. Dude, we listened to him, and then we did Operation Market Garden, which turned out to be a catastrophic failure. Had we used that fuel for Patton's tanks...
Yeah. No. Patton had it right. Yeah. For sure. They wouldn't listen to him.
Yeah, nobody listens to the smart
people.
people.
Political, like everything else.
Yeah.
You're fighting a war, people are dying, and you're being political. Come on. Hey, there's the man.
Politics loses war, people. 1941, Joe DiMaggio hit a 3-run homer off Boston's Dick Newsom to pass Willie Keeler's MLB record 44-game hitting streak. Immediately I saw Newsom and I immediately thought of Gavin.
Oh.
Yeah. 1941 as well, Noel Coward's Blithe Spirit premiered in London. What a name, Coward.
Yeah.
It's like, you coward! Yeah, I am. What are you doing? Oh, okay. So you have no spine? Nope. 1940...
So would he be a Christmas coward? No. Noel?
Noel, oh. That is a good point.
Move on. I didn't mean for you to ponder.
Well,
going.
I mean, I guess he didn't have.
Scroll, baby.
I guess
scroll.
he did. I guess he doesn't have any balls to put on the tree.
That's the line I should have come up with.
Yeah. Well, see, this is why we banter. Because I'm the pun master general. You're just a springboard. So. 1949, the state of Vietnam was internationally recognized, governing the southern half of Vietnam with Bao Dai as chief of state. Huh. So Vietnam wasn't even recognized until... Well, then again, it was a French thing, until... Until World War II, when France lost their own country, so why the hell should a colony listen to a country that doesn't even exist?
And we moved in. Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was... Well... Why did we move in?
You know what? I'm not quite sure, but we should have figured it out. French can't handle it. We'll get in there and fix them up. Because it was all about the domino theory. If Vietnam falls, the whole thing goes. One after domino.
Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of was true to a certain sense.
To a certain extent. But again, we did a half war.
Yeah.
Either do it or don't do it.
Well, once again, politics. It came in, and they started. They literally, intentionally, did not bomb their airfields and everything due to politics for whatever reason.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Anyway, moving on up into 1950, Cleveland Indians pitcher Bob Feller won his 200th Major League Baseball game, 5-3 versus the Detroit Tigers. 1951, Bill Veeck bought St. Louis Browns from Bill and Charlie DeWitt after the 1953 season sold franchise to Clarence Mills. The team moved to Baltimore, renaming themselves the Orioles. Huh. That's interesting.
The Dimwit sold, did they? Oh, I'm sorry.
DeWitt. 1954, Wimbledon's men's tennis. Czech Jaroslav Drobny defeated Ken Rosewell of Australia 13-11, 4-6, 6-2, and 9-7 for his only Wimbledon singles title. 1955, U.S. Open Women's Golf, Wichita Country Club or Golf Club. Uruguayan Faye Crocker defeated Louise Siggs and Mary Lena Falk by 4 to become the tournament's first overseas winner. Man, I just have a really bad case of the muffin mouth today. Like, and I don't know why. 1956, Elvis Presley records "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" and "Don't Be Cruel." I don't know how that one goes. So.
Oh yeah, 2 hit songs. The flip side, the B side is usually just another song they would give you on the other side. They both became 1 and 2 or something on the hit chart.
By the way, I saw this, and I'm not sure if this was intentional, but you know how records and then cassettes have an A and B side. Mm-hmm. Now we have CDs. A, B, C, D.
There you go.
1957, Pope Pius XII published Encyclical Les Pèlerinages de Lourdes, which I have no idea what that is. I can't speak Latin. I need somebody in this show who plays Warhammer 40k to talk to me about this stuff. It is the only encyclical of Pope Pius XII issued in French. It includes warnings against materialism of the century of apparitions at Lourdes. Okay. Well, I agree. Materialism is not a good thing. So, doesn't that tie in with one of the 7 deadly sins, like vanity, lust, stuff like that? I'm asking you a question.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm looking on here. Excuse me.
Anyway, 1960, Wimbledon's women's tennis. Defending champion Maria Bueno of Brazil defeated South African Sandra Reynolds 8-6 and 6-0. Dang. 1961, amidst 5 New York Yankee homers versus Washington, Roger Maris hit 29th and 30th en route to 61 for the season.
Yep, that was a big moment in baseball. Broke what's his face's home run 60 home run record.
Bambino?
Yeah.
Okay. What was his name? Why do I remember it's Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, yeah. 1 year later, 1962, Cuba's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Raul Castro, arrived in Moscow.
That's the brother.
Yep. Also in 1962, Fidel Castro visited Moscow. Why don't they tie those two in?
Yeah.
The
brothers teamed up to,
Yeah, so they both went to Moscow. Why is it two? Why is it 2 articles? Dude, see.
And who cares about Raul?
Well, Fidel does. But I mean, this is my face right now. Why is that 2 articles? Anyway, 1962, Sam Walton opened his first Walmart store in Rogers, Arkansas. How I wish I could go back in time and stop that.
Why?
Because Walmart's horrible.
Sorry.
Fuck Walmart. 1963, San Francisco Giants legend Willie Mays, not Billy Mays, but Willie Mays, broke up classic Juan Marchano versus Warren Spahn pitching duel, homering in 16th inning of Spahn for 1-0 win versus the Milwaukee Braves.
Boy, 2 great pitchers mentioned there, and one of the all-time great ball players in a 1-0 16-inning game.
This guy basically looks like you when you're trying to find your glasses. I'm sorry, it's just so easy to poke fun at you. I'm sorry, I gotta calm down.
Call me Rodney. I get no respect.
Rodney, no, yeah, Dangerfield. No respect, I tell you. I don't have a tie to adjust, but anyway, 1964, Cilla Black recorded Lennon/McCartney song "It's for You," while Paul McCartney played the piano. Man, I've seen this guy's face so often recently, in these shows. It's pretty wild.
Didn't he just have a birthday or something?
I think so.
A week or so ago?
Actually, let me see here. Paul McCartney, June 18th, yes. So a couple weeks ago, 1942. Yeah. He's 80 years old. Wow.
Yeah. That was the whole point of the highlight.
Yeah. 1964, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act into law. Also in 1964, architect Le Corbusier was made Grand Officers of the Légion d'Honneur. Alright, that's cool. 1965, Wimbledon's men's tennis. Roy Emerson scored second consecutive title win over fellow Australian Fred Stoll, 6-2, 6-4, and another 6-4. 1966 as well, correct? Nope, 1 year after that. Wimbledon women's tennis. U.S. Billie Jean King defeated Marina Bueno in Brazil 6-3, 3-6, and 6-1 for the first of her 12 Grand Slam singles titles.
Yeah, she won a ton.
I did a lot of breakfast right there. Grand Slam.
I get it.
1976, Wimbledon women's tennis. U.S. Chris Evert defeated Yvonne Goolagong-Crowley. Goolagong, what a name. Of Australia, 6-3, 4-6, 8-6 for the second of 3 Wimbledon singles titles.
I remember this. That's funny you say Yvonne Goolagong-Crowley. Yeah.
Collie.
And they called her Chrissy Everett. She's another great tennis player. She's right on the heels of calling tennis today.
Yeah. 1977, another Wimbledon's men's tennis. Sweden's Bjorn Borg. That's a really good guy as well.
Yeah.
Defeated U.S. Jimmy Connors 3-6, 6-2, 6-1, 5-7, 6-4 for the second of 5 consecutive Wimbledon singles titles.
What a great match.
Yeah.
That was an all-time great.
Yeah. You can see the conviction right here.
Oh yeah, he was as competitive as you could get.
1978, Major League Baseball pitcher Ron Guidry defeated Detroit 3-2 for a New York Yankee record 13-0 start of the season. That is incredible. 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was issued, the first U.S. coin to honor a woman.
It's only worth 10 cents now.
Thanks, Biden. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, man. 1983, Wimbledon's women's tennis. God, what is with... I guess it's Wimbledon season.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
4th of July.
Martina
Navratilova. Oh, I blew it.
Navratilova
There you go.
Defeated Andrea Jaeger 6-0 and 6-3 for the 4th of 9 Wimbledon singles titles. 1986, Boston Red Sox pitcher Roger Clemens 14-0 suffered his first loss at 4-2 versus Toronto, 1 win short of AL record for consecutive wins to start season. Aw, heartbreak. That sucks. You can see you can see the life just draining from him in that picture. Like, you know, aw man. 1986, general strike against Pinochet regime in Chile. All right. Yeah, wasn't Chile like a fascist regime for a while or something?
I don't know, but it was pretty cold there.
That was a spicy joke. 1988, another Wimbledon women's tennis. Germany's Steffi Graf defeated Martina
Nova.
Yes, this one again.
Yeah.
5-7, 6-2, and 6-1 for the third leg of her Golden Slam. Third leg, huh? You know, I'm not going to make a joke.
Leave that alone.
Yeah. And look, I'm a tripod. 1989 Canadian Open Women's Golf Du Mario Classic at Beaconsfield Golf Club. Tammy Green won her only LPGA major title with a one-shot victory over fellow U.S. Pat Bradley and Betsy King. 1989 Tiananmen Square student leader Wang Dan was arrested and imprisoned for spreading counter-revolutionary propaganda and incitement. Trial was not until 1991. Man.
You know, in China, nobody has heard of Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
Totally blacklisted. No one's heard of it.
Actually, funny thing, because of how did the situation play out? Like last year, or like back in 2020 when they were suppressing all that shit in Hong Kong and all that stuff. Yeah. There was all these protests going on again in Tiananmen Square, and then they were squashing that, and that brought to light information about the Tiananmen Square again. Everybody knows about it again because they were trying to sweep it under the rug again. The Chinese party.
Yep.
And in doing so, they brought the information back into relevancy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So they just shot themselves in their own foot. I'm not saying it correctly, but it's kind of one of those ironic things.
Is what it is. Blasphemy.
Heresy. 1990, Amela Marcos and Andon Khashoggi were found not guilty of racketeering.
The shoe lady.
The shoe lady. The shoe lady?
she.
Is she the one who throws shoe that
No,
Bush?
No, she was in the Philippines. She owned like 300 pairs of shoes or something, and they made a big deal out of it.
Don't most women?
Not most, not 300 or 400 pairs of shoes.
I would beg to differ. 1991, Donald Trump proposed to Marla Maples and gave her a 7.5 carat diamond ring.
Goes way back.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Why do we care? Why is this highlighted?
I don't know.
Ridiculous. 1991, the film Boys in the Hood, directed by John Singleton, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ice Cube, was released. Yeah, Ice Cube, dude, this guy was like a legit gangbanger, like shooting people and stuff. And then now he's like in family movies and shit. Yeah. Like, what the hell happened? This guy went soft so bad. 1993, Pope John Paul II was hospitalized for CAT scan test. Okay. I thought he got a CAT scan test and then that put him into the hospital. It's like, goddamn, how fragile is he? Jesus Christ.
Take the hat off, would you, bud?
1995 U.S. Senior Open Men's Golf at Congressional Golf Club. Tom Weiskopf won by 4 strokes from Jack Nicklaus for his only Champions Tour major victory. 2005 Wimbledon Women's Tennis. Venus Williams defeated fellow U.S. Lindsay Davenport 4-6, 7-6, and 9-7 for the third of her 5th Wimbledon singles titles. Davenport, so she was fighting against like an Ottoman or something? Like,
that was an empire.
Yes, a very comfortable one. They rested on their laurels, and they're not around anymore today. I wonder why.
Where they start? Help me, please.
You started? No, I've been like this. 2005 as well, 10 live 8 concerts held around the world, organized by Bob Geldof to raise awareness of poverty. All right. So to raise awareness of poverty, you start concerts that you probably charge admission for.
Made me a little bit poor, didn't it, when I went?
Oh, you went?
No.
Oh. Like, for a second, I was like, wait a minute. Then I realized it was 2005. It's no longer your hippy-dippy time anymore. You're dating a hippie? 2006, Michael Schumacher won U.S. F1 Grand Prix for the 5th time and became the first driver in any series to win 5 races at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Interesting. Also in 2006, Sri Lanka's Sanath Jayasuriya 152 and Upal Tharanga 109 compiled world record cricket ODI opening stand of 286 versus England at Headingley.
What was that guy's name again?
Sanath Jayasuriya.
Just wanted to hear you say it. J-ass, huh?
J-ass, yes. As opposed to like H-ass or I-ass,
Piss-ass.
Piss-ass. Dumbass, There's a bunch of asses. Smart ass.
Glad the fingers went there, yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, I may be an ass, but I ain't that smart. So, I mean, I guess I can only put one, smart ass. I don't know. 2001, Wimbledon's women's tennis. Czech left-hander Petra Kvitova won her first Grand Slam title, beating Maria Sharapova 6-3 and 6-4. I tell you what, all this talk about Grand Slam is really making me crave some eggs, sausage, bacon, and, pancakes. There's a Denny's just down the street.
Kitchen downstairs.
We don't have any pancake mix. Or bacon, or sausage, or eggs.
Other than that, we're ready to go?
Well, just a big old empty plate of nothing. 2014, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy was criminally charged with corruption by French prosecutors. Well, looking at that face, what the hell is that?
Charging me with what?
2017, hometown underdog Jeff Horn upsetted Manny Pacquiao of the Philippines on points in a highly controversial WBO welterweight title fight in Brisbane, Australia. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, he's a small guy, but he will fold you in half like a fucking table. So,
one of the tough little ones.
Yeah. 2019, Germany's Ursula von der Leyen is the first female nominated to lead the European Commission, with France's Christine Lagarde, the first woman nominated to lead the European Central Bank. Okay. Oh, well, this is interesting. 2019, newly rediscovered Lewis chess pieces sold at auction for £735 in London.
Wow.
Dang. That's my face. Sold for what? And, okay, well, before we move on into bursts and deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention today, more than most?
Well, there's plenty of Wimbledon stuff on there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But like I say, the first part of July is their time.
I guess just like Wimbledon, you and I have our back and forth.
Yeah.
You know?
But I score the point.
Lovingly.
Oh, it took me a minute.
Anyway, moving on into bursts, starting us off in the year 1262, we have Arthur the Second. My apologies. He was a Duke of Brittany from 1305 to 1312. He was born in Chateau d'Eslay-la-Roche-Bernard in Brittany, dying in 1312. Then Charles Tupper was born on this date in 1821. He was the 6th Prime Minister of Canada, 69-day term. He was born in Amherst, Nova Scotia, dying in 1915.
Did he start Tupperware?
I don't know.
No. No.
But you know what? That's a good question. Who invented Tupperware? We've asked this before several times on the show.
Really?
Yeah, because there's multiple people with Tupper. Well, there you go.
Earl Tupperware.
Earl Tupper, yeah. He died in 1983. Why is it start out there? Earl Tupper died in 1983. And then we're going to tell you about the rest of his life after that. Wouldn't that be the end of the story? You know? Why is it the beginning? What is this? Anyway, 1877, Hermann Hesse was a German-Swiss novelist and poet. Steppenwolf and Nobel 1946. He was born in Kaul, Württemberg, Germany, dying in 1962. How would you pronounce it? Kaul? Is the W silent? Why is it there? C-A-L-W, Kaul? How do you pronounce a W without anything after it?
Cowl.
No, that's cowl, not cowl.
Cowl is how I pronounce it, but I don't know how else
But the
you could
W
pronounce
is
it.
after the L.
I know. Cowl.
Cowl.
Well, without actually making a double sound.
I don't know. Anyway, Alec Douglas Home was born on this date in 1903. He was a British Prime Minister for the Conservative Party, serving from 1963 to 64. He was born in London, and he died in 1995.
Good to know.
Oh, here we go, 1908, Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
The first black U.S. Supreme Court Justice, serving from 1967 through 1971. He was born in Baltimore, Maryland, dying in the year 1993. That is really unfortunate. So, man, yeah, that's...
They make such a big deal about the first black woman on the Supreme Court, and that's fine. But we've had blacks and we've had women.
Yeah.
What's the diff?
Why
do we keep bringing up black or white?
Because they have to compartmentalize every fucking thing. Otherwise nobody will feel special.
Yeah. I guess.
Eventually they'll just run out of categories, and then what do we do?
Bring out the artillery.
You just blow them away now?
Yeah.
That seems a little racist right there.
Why would it? No, I'm not saying blow away. I'm just saying blow away the people that are making categories.
Oh, those. You gotta be more specific. I don't know where you're going.
You think I'm saying blowing away the blacks?
No, to blow away the categories. No, not just... okay, let's move on to 1925. Patrice Lumumba was a Congolese revolutionary, the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. He was born in help.
Don't ask me.
Alua, Belgian Congo.
He was in the Congo.
Yeah, dying in 1961. There are some letters that are just not supposed to be next to each other. My tongue does not bend like that. It is not a contortionist. 1925, Medgar Evers was a U.S. civil rights activist and NAACP official who was assassinated. He was born in Decatur, Mississippi, dying in the year of 1963. 1929, Imelda Marcos was a Filipino politician and First Lady of the Philippines from 1965 through 86. She famously collected over 1,000 pairs of shoes. Born in Manila, Philippines. Yeah, you're correct.
1,000, not a couple hundred. But she
Yeah.
had 1,000 pairs of shoes.
Well,
my bad.
Yeah.
She's a shoe lady.
Yeah.
You say that name, I think shoe lady.
Well, you think whenever she opened her closet, she tooted her own horn? Shoe horn?
That was a stretch. That was a stretch too far.
You just gotta take steps and lace up sometimes, you know. Sometimes
direction.
my tongue just doesn't stop. Hey, it's in my soul.
Oh God, he's still going.
Hey, I'm just
Help! Somebody help! Please, jump in here, anybody.
I'm taking steps. In 1937, Richard Petty is a U.S. auto racer, a 7-time NASCAR championship, and 7-time Daytona 500. He was born in Lavelle Cross, North Carolina. That's a pretty cool hat.
Yeah.
I want that hat. 1947, Larry David was born on this date. He is a U.S. actor, comedian, and screenwriter. Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Born in Brooklyn, New York. Seinfeld, I know what that one. You watched Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Something about salad, tossed salad and scrambled eggs. That's all I know about it.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Not remember that.
Isn't that the theme song? It's all about the tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Anyway, 1964, Jose Canseco is a Cuban-U.S. MLB outfielder and designated hitter. AL MVP 1938. What is AL? All-Star?
American League.
Oh, okay. He was born in Havana, Cuba. Ah,
Oh, I didn't realize he was from Cuba.
yeah. 1969, Jenny Rivera is a Mexican-U.S. singer-songwriter. Jenny, in 2008, she was born in Long Beach, California. Hey, look at that. Wait a minute. How could she be Mexican and be born here? Like
Mexican descent. She's an
of
American
descent. But
Mexican American means you're an American with Mexican descent.
But if you call somebody from two different, nationalities, that means that they have citizens. Like, if you're an African American, that means you have dual citizenship in Africa and America. Right? You're a British American, that means you're, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Like
if that's the meaning or not.
Well, like she's Mexican by ethnicity, but to call somebody a Mexican American would also insinuate she has dual citizenship.
Why don't they call me a Canadian American?
I don't know. Because you are one.
Because I'm an American, but
You were born in Canada.
I was born in Canada, so wouldn't I be a Canadian? But I am an American citizen.
But you can't run for office.
I can run for office.
No.
Yeah.
No, the president can't be...
Not the president.
That's the office. Yeah.
That's a office. There's tons of offices
Yeah,
to run.
but that's the office.
You didn't say the office. You said you can't run for office.
But whenever
No, when I'm right, just say I'm right. Don't keep arguing. It's a futile attempt. You were wrong.
You're right. It is useless to argue with idiots. Anyway, 1979, Joe Thornton, born on this date. He is a Canadian NHL center, number 1 draft pick, Boston Bruins in 1997. Also was in the San Jose Sharks and won an Olympic gold in 2010. He was born in St. Thomas, Ontario. Canada? Yeah, Canadian, right there.
Big question. Like a hockey player is unusual from Canada? Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, it just didn't get in the goal.
Here we go.
Fuck me. 1985, Ashley Tisdale is a U.S. actress and singer. High School Musical, one of the worst abominations to ever come out of Hollywood, I would say. Born in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Monmouth. Lindsay Lohan, 1986. A U.S. actress, Another World, Freaky Friday, and Mean Girls, born in New York City, New York. Oh, well, that explains her cuntiness. 1989, Alex Morgan is a U.S. soccer player, Orlando Pride, and co-captain of the U.S. women's national soccer team, born in San Dimas, California. San Dimas!
Neighbors.
Hey. Yeah. Well, no, like, that was, isn't that where Bill and Ted were from? Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure, or whatever? They went to San Dimas High School.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know about Bill and Ted?
Who's Bill and Ted?
Whoa. That's not radical.
Dude, Is that where we're going?
No. It was what's his face? The guy from The Matrix.
Oh.
Like when he was a kid.
Oh, okay.
What's his face? George Carlin played Rufus, the time traveling guy.
Oh, I think I have seen this.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, you know, those two kids, you know, like
Keanu Reeves.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
like those guys. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. That's the guy's name. Yeah, no, they went to San Dimas High School.
Ah.
So, 1990, Margaret Robbie is an Australian actress and producer. The Wolf of Wall Street and Focus. The Wolf of Wall Street is a good movie. She was born in Dalby, Queensland.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Sell me this pen. You know, like that is excellent. You know, sell me this pen. You know, and immediately the guy goes on describing the pen, and he just takes it from him. Sell me this pen. It's like, write down your number. I don't have a pen. Well, I have one for sale. You know, you create urgency.
Yeah.
You know, like that movie and what's the other one? Oh crap. What's the other sales? There's another really good salesman movie. Glenn Ross is a really good salesman movie. Anyway, 1566, Nostradamus died on this date. He was also known as Michel de Nostradam. He is a French astrologist and prophet, les prophéties, died at the age of 62. This is the guy who wrote all of those quatrains and everything.
Oh, of course.
The Nostradamus effect.
It's amazing that he is so looked at
Relevant.
today. So relevant. There you
Yeah.
go. Relevant today. It's amazing.
I know.
Nobody's lived through that time like that.
Well, it's so easy to look back in history through the lens of modernity. You know, it's so easy to look back and be like, oh, that's what he meant. You know, because in his quatrains he talks about, you know, he might describe 9/11. He might describe the rise of Nazi Germany. He might describe this. He might describe that. As a thing, he might.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about perception. It's very easy to look at something and perceive it as what's already happened and say, oh, he predicted the future. But did he? You know? Like, I mean...
Point is, he's still relevant. That's amazing.
Yeah. 1743, Spencer Compton died on this date. He was the first Earl of Wimbledon, or of Wilmington. He was a Prime Minister of Great Britain in the Whig Party, serving from 1742 to 43. He was a statesman who served in government from 1715 until his death at the age of around 70. So, Spencer Compton. Yeah, look at that hairstyle.
Yeah. Look like an old rock and roller.
Yeah. Bro, like rock and roll is just like the Renaissance making a comeback.
That's it.
Oh, interesting. 1850, Robert Bobby Peel was a British Prime Minister, Tory, Conservative, and Peelite, 1834 through 35 and 1841 through 46. He was founder of the British Conservative Party and the modern police force, the Bobbies. Died after falling from a horse at the age of 62. Well, that sucks. Not everybody's a Superman.
No. Help.
I'm going to hell.
Help me.
I'm going to hell. Isn't Christopher Reed dead?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, damn. So I'm going to double hell. Ernest Hemingway died on this date in 1961. He was a U.S. author and Nobel laureate. The Old Man and the Sea. He died from suicide at the age of 61. Damn, really great writer.
Yeah. Usually commit suicide that late without it being a particular incident, you know.
Yeah, 61 is rather old for that,
Yeah.
you know. 1973, Betty Grable died on this date. She was a U.S. singer, dancer, and pinup girl and actress. I Wake Up Screaming. Well, so do I. How to Marry a Millionaire. Oh, that's kind of gold digging. And Gay Divorcee. Well, that's kind of alarming. Died of lung cancer at 56. Is everything she involved with something horrible? I Wake Up Screaming, How to Marry a Millionaire, and Gay Divorcee. Those all three sounds related, you know, when you think about it. Like, she married a millionaire, then she divorced him because he was gay, and then she wakes up screaming, realizes she's poor now.
Unfortunately, the gay part had no meaning for homosexuality
Back then,
in
yeah.
the day. None.
So happy divorcee.
Happy divorcee.
Well, you know what? That's a good point.
Married a millionaire and divorced happy.
Yeah.
What a thought. How's a surprise, surprise?
Hey. Yeah, like that comedian we saw yesterday. Like, you're in a bad marriage, look for an escape.
Yeah.
You know? 1977, Vladimir Nabokov was a Russian-U.S. novelist. Lolita in Ada. He died at the age of 78. It's just me, or he kind of looks a little creepy in that picture. He's like, hello, you know?
Yeah.
James Stewart died on the stage in 1997. He was a U.S. actor. The Philadelphia Story, It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and Vertigo. Those were all good. I've seen Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
He died of a pulmonary embolism at age of 89.
Yeah.
Mario Puzo, 1999, was a U.S. author, dying at the age of 78.
Why does that ring a bell, Mario Puzo?
Mario Puzo. I don't know. Why am I repeating it? Douglas Engelbart died on this date in 2013. He was a U.S. computer scientist. The computer mouse and Ingbert's law died at the age of 88. So he invented the computer mouse, I think. So let me look that up real quick. So who invented computer mouse? Yep, this guy,
He did.
Douglas Engelbart. So thank you.
I thought Apple owned that or something.
No, I think they came out with it initially, but he's the one who invented it.
Okay.
Like he probably worked for Apple. But anyway, Engelbart's law is the observation that the intrinsic rate of human performance is exponential. The law is named after Douglas Engelbart, whose work in augmenting human performance was exceptionally based on the realization that although we use technology, the ability to improve on improvements like bootstrapping, getting better at getting better, resides entirely within the human sphere. Well, that's interesting. Engelbart's bootstrapping concept identifies the general and particular meaning of the observation with regards to rate and performance, a quantity, amount, or degree of something measured per unit of something else. Well, this is really interesting. I actually want to read more of this, but we got to continue on with the show. So I'm going to add this into the underbar for anyone who wants to expand their knowledge on this particular subject matter. Anyway, Elie Wiesel died in 2016. He was a Jewish Auschwitz survivor and author of the book Night, a Nobel Prize winner in 1986, and he died at the age of 87. Wow.
Auschwitz survivor. Whoa, you just go chill with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, he was one of like thousands, you know, who didn't. You know, for like what was it, every like 1,000 who didn't, there was only one who did. Or something like that.
Someone got the number, yeah.
It is some horrible thing. But yeah, like if you ever know that, you know, the term lucky cigarette, you know, like sometimes people, like, you know, when they open a fresh pack of cigarettes, you take one out, flip it upside down, and then that's the one you smoke at the end. That's your lucky cigarette. You want to know where that came from? You know, from most of my knowledge, it came from the Holocaust. If you get through a whole pack of cigarettes, you're lucky. You know?
Okay.
Well, if you think about it, you know,
How
you
did
live...
they get a pack of cigarettes? I mean, I don't think they would have even had a pack of cigarettes. They didn't have food.
They can still smuggle stuff in, you know. Prisons are prisons, you know. Anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description for e-links that you may be interested in, including everything OMNI Coalition. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time. For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
Golden Moon.
And you are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles, let's go Brandon.